In other roundball news, Bill Walton has been making the media rounds of late, promoting his new book, Back from the Dead. The Basketball Hall of Famer, kind enough to join us from his book signing, about to begin at the Sherwood Auditorium in La Jolla. Mr. Walton, this is Paul Rudy from KUSI. Thank you very much. I know you're on a tight schedule. Thanks for joining us.
Paul, my name is Bill. Bill with two L's.
Okay, Bill.
So you just call me Bill, and we're having a fantastic time. This is a surreal experience for me. I am not, Paul, a self-promoter. I'm just lucky and proud to be part of the team. But I did this new book with Simon & Schuster. They could not be better partners. It's a story about success and failure, hope and despair, life and death. And so many friends are here today. We kept having to increase the size of the auditorium because more and more people kept wanting to come here. So we're here. It's a beautiful night in La Jolla. My family is here. My friends are here. My teammates are here. And a lot of people who have been so kind. Paul, I'm the luckiest guy in the world because I have everything, but mostly what I have is the knowledge and the appreciation of how many people have sacrificed so that I could have a chance to play in the game of life and that I could have my dreams come true. Greatest parents ever. I'm an East County boy. Great coaches, great teachers, great heroes, great role models. Great music in my life, and it's all coming together. We got the Bill Walton slideshow. We got the Grateful Dead and Bob Dylan and Neil Young playing on the sound system here. We're rocking out here at the La Jolla Museum of Contemporary Art. They are so kind, so nice.
Hey, Bill, it's a very grabbing title, Back from the Dead. Could you explain the significance of the title, please?
The title came to me when I was at my lowest point, and I was trying to climb back up and to get back in the game of life. Back from the Dead, it was 8 years ago that my spine failed and collapsed, Paul. And it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do to get back up. I didn't think I was going to get back up. I had no idea how it was all going to play out. And so as I was always trying to get back in the game of life, I realized, being a deadhead, that I was now back from the dead. And I'm doing absolutely fantastic now. Things, Paul, have never been better. I've never been busier. I've never been happier. And I haven't been this healthy since elementary school. Both my ankles are fused. I've got a new knee. I've got a new spine. I never thought, Paul, that I would be healthy and pain-free. I never thought that I would be happy in love. And my wife, Lori, she's back there somewhere. She's just, going at it like crazy. But I never would have made it without her. Nobody makes it to the top of the mountain alone. Back from the dead, shining the light, searching for the sound, and throwing it down. Here we go in La Jolla tonight.
Billy, your athletic accomplishments speak for themselves. But, in that Back from the Dead motif, can you talk a little bit about, did you ever think right now as a kid that you would ever envision yourself being able to speak as well as as eloquently as you do?
No.
Can you talk about some of the things you have achieved off the court?
Paul, athletics and academics were always the easiest part of my life. My challenges have been orthopedic health, all the operations, 37 orthopedic operations. This body broke my spine, tore up my knee when I was a young boy playing. And I never could get to the point where my body would carry me to my dreams. But the biggest accomplishment in my life is learning how to speak. I'm a lifelong stutterer. I could not say hello. I could not say thank you until I was 28 years old. Learning how to speak is my greatest accomplishment and your worst nightmare, Paul. But to be here tonight and to be a part of this event, which I never thought would happen, and to be here in La Jolla and all the people who I've seen already coming through the door, I am indeed the luckiest guy in the world. I live in San Diego. I live in my hometown. My mom still lives in the same family home. My parents, the greatest parents ever. No interest in sports, but the greatest parents ever. We lost our dad 13 years ago. My mom, she's still going strong, 89 years young.
That's amazing.
And she wanted to come tonight, but my mom is home. She's home reading the book and listening to the audio book. So I wrote the book myself. I did all the work on it, picked all the pictures, wrote all the captions, supervised all the artwork. Our great friend from the Grateful Dead world, Mike Dubois from Woodstock, he did all the special artwork for it. And then doing the audio book and now out on the book tour, it has just been an overwhelming, a staggering, and awe-inspiring experience. because we have, I mean, all these people who have come from so far back in my life. I started chasing this dream, Paul, when I was 17. That was 46 years ago. And what Simon & Schuster, my publishing partner, they were a lot like Coach Wooden. They said no a lot. And then what the NBA, what ESPN has done to help kickstart this and get it going, it's just overwhelming. And I'm just so appreciative, so grateful. And it's been quite interesting to go down all the memories and all the people who have come back and wanted to tell their stories. And I'm the luckiest guy in the world, Paul.
Bill,
I get to live in San Diego.
I have to let you go because I think you have another commitment, but if you could sign a couple books for us, we will give them away on the All Sports Report. We will join you in your promotion, and we'll make sure Back from the Dead does really, really well at fine bookstores from across the fruited plain. Bill, thank you very much. You're the easiest interview in the business. All I had to say was 8 words.
Thanks for having me, Paul. Here we go. San Diego, yes. I'm back from the dead. I'm back in the game. I'm back to broadcasting. I'm back to speaking. And I'm back to riding my bike.
You know when I'm going to see you next again? Because we're always at the same event. The next time Bob Dylan's in town, I suspect we will be just rows apart when Bobby D comes, if he ever comes back.
Bob Dylan at Humphreys, Monday and Tuesday, June 13th and 14th. Let's go. Ring the chimes of freedom, Bob. Here we go.
I hear the train coming.
Yes.
All right, I will see you down the road, Mr. Walton.